On this episode of TalkAboutTopeka.com, we'll sit down and talk with Mitch Miller of Dynamic Computer Solutions. This episode is brought to you by the WIBW channels, and it starts right now. You had a plenty money to get me some money. Had a plenty money to get me some money. So we talk about folks who've invested a whole lot in their community to make the place a better world here in Topeka. And we're talking today with the owner of Dynamic Computer Solutions, Mitch Miller. Mitch, thanks for joining us.
Hi, Chris. How you doing today?
I am great. I'm great. How's the world of technology?
Man, it never stops. It is just a blur all the time. There's so much going on with downsizing of computer systems, and yet more speed, more power, more capabilities. Tablets going crazy, smartphones. Everybody's got one. It's where it's at.
The world is a completely different place now than when did you guys start your business?
We started in 1984. So we are almost starting our 30th year. This fall will be starting our 30th year in the business.
Wow, 30 years. Congratulations on that milestone. That's very cool.
You.
And you've seen a lot of things change in 30 years. You can talk about the computers that used to be laptops that would be 200 pounds that would sit in your lap. It's just exciting stuff.
Yeah, we called them luggables.
Yeah.
They weren't really a laptop, they were a luggable because they weighed 60 or 70 pounds. And but yet they had a handle so you could pick it up and carry it somewhere.
And the world was a great place. You had the big 5 1/4 inch drive.
Yeah.
They could hold a whole lot of information.
Yeah. Just a few sheets of paper would fit on that. And we thought that was the end of the world. It'll never get bigger than that. So, holy cow.
If they could see us now, I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
And even the smartphones, like you said, it's really changed the way the whole world runs. And that's got to be good for a technology business.
Well, yeah. It's we build expertise. We help our customers understand what's there and how they can take the smartphone, the tablet, the laptop, whatever it is, and build it into their business. A big thing now is cloud computing. Mm-hmm. What that means is all your data gets stored up in the internet somewhere, but you still have to have it secure. You've got to have access to it whenever you want. So there are lots of steps that have to be put in place to make that happen.
Sure, absolutely. And so with cloud computing and all that, how does that work?
Yeah, big organizations, there are data centers now all over the world. And they're in Kansas City. We even have a pretty good sized data center here in Topeka.
Really?
They're very secure facilities. Most of them are, for instance, in our area of the world, we care about tornado ratings. These are F5 rated facilities. They've usually got data circuits from all the major vendors, the AT&T, the CenturyLinks, Cox, whoever, coming in from all different ways so that you've got access to your data when you want it. Because heavens knows, none of us want to wait on our data to show up. We want it right now as soon as we hit the button.
You know how many times I've had hard drives that have crashed and I've lost everything on it. Sometimes I had to make myself feel better by saying, well, it's a fresh start. I can start over. But really, I was crying inside, and it's good to know that things are changing. But so what got you guys into the computer business? What you said, hey, let's get into this back in the 80s.
My background was computer programmer.
Yeah.
And in the 70s, I was writing software for major insurance companies here in the Topeka area, as well as out of state that lived out of state a while. And that business was very interesting, but it required someone to sit and study all day, and that just really wasn't me.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed being out in the public, working with people, and about that time, the personal computer came out. And the IBM PC hit the world, and it was a $5,000 or $6,000 for this machine that had a little green screen. Mm-hmm. And had no hard drive storage at all, a couple of floppy disks, but yet you could store all your data, you could run your financial information, you could do all that stuff on it. And that, to me, looked like an area that was really going to grow.
Yeah.
And so my wife and I got in the business and started a technology company here in town, and it just continued to grow from there.
Wow. And you've been local this whole time. This is a company that started with the technology and has grown with the technology and been all Topeka all the time. And I think that's a huge tribute that someone's made a commitment to our community to stick around through the good and the bad and all the changing technology. My goodness, it's got to be crazy.
Well, it is. you're right. Almost 30 years of doing the technology business right here in Topeka. We've We've owned a couple of buildings. We own our building now that's on 10th Street, but we've been downtown for part of the time. We've had customers all over the area, and now the technology lets us do things that we could never thought about doing before. You know, we can take care of customers' sites all over the Midwest, all over the world, actually, by just sitting at our desk and remote control, getting into their system, adding, changing, updating, doing all those things, and keeping them ready so that they can go out, you know, a customer can take care of their business, manufacturing, service business, whatever it might be.
That's really cool, really cool. Well, we're getting to our time where we have to call it a day, or evening, whichever time you're watching this, folks. But I have to get you in on our lightning round. It's the lightning round. 60 seconds, I ask you a whole bunch of questions. You give me the first thing that pops off the top of your head, all right?
I'm ready.
Are you ready for this?
Yep.
You got 60 seconds on the clock, and go. Are you a night owl or an early bird?
I'm an early bird.
All right. In your opinion, what was the greatest movie ever made?
Oh, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
All right. What's your favorite kind of food?
Chinese food.
All right. What's your favorite color?
Blue.
All right. Would you rather have $1 million or a pet rhinoceros?
Give me the money.
Yeah,
Show me the money.
Buy the rhinoceros.
Yeah, there you
go. Where would we likely run into you if you were having a night out on the town?
Probably at the break room.
Yeah, right. We like that. Pick a number between 1 and 100.
65.
No, I'm sorry, that's wrong. If you could bring back a dead celebrity from the dead and ask them one question, who would it be and what question would it be?
Ronald Reagan, and I'd want to know what made him decide he could be president.
All right, very good. And what's your favorite show to watch from MyTV 9:30 on Tuesday nights?
Talk about Topeka.
Yeah, there we go. Hey, Mitch, thanks a lot. Appreciate you coming to be on the show with us.
You bet.
And come back and talk more with us.
Will do.
All right, take care. Thanks for joining us. Today's episode was brought to you by the WIBW channels, Kansas news leader, except for us, of course. If you like what you see here, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Together, we'll continue to make Topeka a great place to call home. Be sure to watch our show every Tuesday night at 9:30 on MyTV. I'm Chris Schultz, and remember, keep talking about Topeka.